Venkatesh, your mother is more educated than your father. How has your father taken this?
He has taken in a positive manner. When my parents got married, my mother used to say, like, my father used to say to everyone, to his friends, that, see, my wife is a graduate. Sir, I would say since last 30-40 years, sir.
Okay, and your mother has been working for
Last 15 years.
last 15 years. So, Venkatesh, if somebody is working for such a long period of time, why the salaries of our parents are so low, even after so much of working? Specifically, when your mother is a school teacher also. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have Venkatesh. He would be going to AFSB Mysore, and his reporting is on 12th October. This is a mock interview. So, welcome, Venkatesh. How are you feeling?
I'm fine, sir. It's good. As the whole world is suffering from the pandemic.
Okay, so you've spoken about pandemic. So, what are your thoughts on pandemic?
Sir, it's unfortunate to happen because economy is totally in doldrums, not only in India, in most of the countries.
First, what do you find the role of Chinese into this, and how do you reckon that we tackle the Chinese crisis or the Chinese aggression, be in the front of economic warfare or be in the terms of the land aggression they are doing in various places of the world?
Chinese regime were allowing international flights in Wuhan, especially in the end of December, but domestic flights and transportation, especially in the domestic area, was totally closed.
So, are they planning to shift any of the bases to India, like many of the companies of Apple and other companies are doing?
Yes, sir. They have even recently we have seen Amazon has signed a deal with Reliance also.
Why do you think it took you such a long time to crack a simple examination like AFCAT, which is very easier than SSB examination? And this is your last attempt, and if you don't make it through this, what will you do? What will be your take out of that?
As you mentioned, this is my last attempt. I will try my best to clear in this attempt. Yes, it's a very difficult to crack the exam, but I still believe in myself. I think if I give my 100%, I will definitely clear it. Yes, if I fail to clear it, already I'm doing a job in Amazon, so I have a backup.
So why didn't you clear CDS?
I was not able to clear the cutoff. I was losing through 5 or 10 marks.
So what do you think has been the reason, for such delayed result in the AFCAT written examination? CDS you couldn't clear, CDS options are over.
But I feel that I did not revise properly. We need to read one book 10 times, rather reading 10 books one time.
Venki, it took 2 years for you to learn that point that you need to read one book 10 times, not you need to get 10 times read it one time. Don't you think you have taken too much time to realize this fact?
Yes, sir. I think after 1 year, I came to realize that I was making a lot of mistakes.
Tell me about the city you come from, the kind of food you like, your hobbies, the places you have visited, your parents, their jobs and education, your initial schooling years and current education. What do you want to focus? What are your dreams? The teachers you have met, and what are you doing currently? You been to Mysore before?
Yes, sir. It was it's my grandmother home. My mother has born and brought up in Mysore.
So you know about Mysore?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me, historically, what is the heritage of Mysore and Tipu Sultan? How are they interrelated? A lot of reports, and one of the parliamentarians is also saying that the Tipu Sultan or his father, they were basically fundamentalistic in nature. A lot of killings were done by them of the Hindus. Well, how do you take that? Do you agree with it? What's your view on this?
Sir, there are mixed response even in Mysore. Some of them support him because Tipu Sultan he's considered as a missile man of India because he had different war tactics. He was betrayed by one of his generals.
You have prepared to handle these questions. Good. Okay, for everything, you said that sir, I follow current affairs. But on some of the questions you've just said, sir, I've asked my mother. Why didn't you read on these questions? Why were you satisfied just because of your mother's answer? Why didn't you research on them?
Because she was born and brought up in Mysore, so she used to go to the Dasara procession during her childhood.
So you have written some very interesting things, and the best thing is that you have not mentioned any weaknesses which your parents or teachers find in you. Do you consider yourself without any weakness, or you consider yourself you're a perfect human being?
No, sir, I won't say I'm perfect, but like I feel that I don't express too much. Like if I
So why
get
are you considered in that?
like if I want to explain anything to my parents, I will try to pursue them.
Tell me your 5 weaknesses.
Like I give a lot of prominence for cricket, sir.
How is that a problem?
When I was preparing for my 10th board exam, there was World Cup 2011 was happening at that time. So like I used to watch cricket for 30 minutes. Then I used to study for next 1 hour.
You've cleared the AFCAT 2020, right?
Yes, sir.
The 2 years when you were watching this entire cricket, you could not make it to the examination. 1 year in which there is no cricket, you have made it to the examination. So do you think your cricket and this, extra care for cricket and just watching this game was one of the reasons that you couldn't make it to the examination, because entire year you were just following cricket?
No, sir. Like even like I had cleared 2020 AFCAT. At that time also India was touring New Zealand. Like matches were happening in the early morning. Like I was following that also, and I was preparing for my exam.
No, I got a point. That you are watching the highlights. So, the problem, me recommending you is that first, you've taken years to crack the examination. Then you are already working at a good company, and you're a die-hard fan of cricket. So, I would be devoiding you of cricket and so much news, and you would be posted to some XYZ area जहाँ पर कोई internet नहीं होगा. So, I think, Venkatesh, I would be doing a lot of injustice to you, because I feel you are fit not for the armed forces but for some other profession which you are already in. So what do you say about it? Because you will not get any of these things.
Sir, yes, it would be difficult, but we have given a job. It's a responsible job. Lot of people are happy and that there is someone who is guarding us. When we have such type of responsible job, nothing comes into our mind, sir.
You agree that whatever the responsibility given to us, we have to give 100% to it?
Yes, sir.
So why was this not happening in your examinations? You've written you're a socially adaptable guy. What makes you say that? And it looks like that you've copied a lot of OLQs, time management, punctuality. It looks like we have that 15 OLQs. You've copied it and pasted here to impress me. Do you think I'm an idiot?
No, sir. Like if you look at even in my office or in my engineering, I had a lot of friends. Like
you said that you're passionate about junk food. Can you tell me the history of KFC and McDonald's food chain?
No, sir. Like I don't eat KFC. I eat most of the time chaat items or any dosa idli, sir.
Armed forces will not encourage this kind of food, the junk foods. How would you cope in the academy and later in forces with this junk food habit? You are a single child, right?
Yes, sir.
Suppose we are in the business of war in the armed forces. Suppose you are lost in war. So who will take care of your parents specifically at this juncture when their salaries are so low? Don't you think you are in a better job, which is where you can take care of your parents? But in the armed forces, there is so much risk to your life. You have to arrange these people in your liking order, assuming that all of the people exist. Who is more important and why do you put them on the first choice? So your options are Sundar Pichai, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Iron Man, Captain Vikram Batra, Squadron Leader Abhinandan, and Prime Minister Modi.
Sir, I would give Vikram Batra. Next, I would give Abhinandan, sir. And third, I would say like Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And later, I would select Jeff Bezos, sir, because next Sundar Pichai, sir.
Your Iron Man has left.
Sir, Iron Man is, yes, it's a fictional character.
So you would be meeting all, but you have not placed Elon Musk Iron Man in the list.
Like I would give last preference for Iron Man because it's a fictional character.
But you are one of the most brilliant candidates I've met. Straight away, I'll come into the problem. You were doing this. The only time you saw one time at the chat was when I spoke about your father. Your grey area is your family. और तुम ना हर बात पे ये करते हो से कम करना है. You were good. You worked upon that. You worked upon your PIQ. You are prepared. When you know a topic, your language is very strong. 2 साल का ये कि why didn't you crack the examination? Try to form a very solid answer on that. You need to write things in your SDT, what are your weaknesses also? I also did a barrage of questions with you and you performed very well. You remembered 6 to 7 points out of them. Your real interview would be 20 or 30% of it. It is way easier. So this is, and what you don't like in a father?
For example, he needs to be more like serious. I would say serious rather than punctual, sir.
1 hour later.
तेरी आराम ज़्यादा दोस्त friends.
So from 2017 to 2019, what were you doing?
The company did not give me call letter. When I approached the company, I came to know that the company was bankrupted at that time.
Music.
So you've scored 92.5 marks in 10th Sanskrit. That's pretty high.
12, sir.
12th, yes. Sorry.
Like we used to write Sanskrit answer in English, sir. We had a like that provision for us at that time.
Then the similar question I asked, if your wife asks for your permission, would you allow? In 21st century, the woman shouldn't ask for the permission.